Something is moving beneath the desert. Not an earthquake and not a storm. Something alive, enormous, and patient. The only warning you get is the ground rising beneath your feet. By then it is already too late. Dr. Alina Marsh was alone in the Gobi Desert when she felt it. The dry, cracked earth beneath her hand was trembling from far below. Not from wind and not from any machine. Something else entirely. Then the ground in front of her began to rise. Slowly at first, then faster, splitting apart and pushing upward. She stepped back. The ground tore open. 8 meters of dark blood red glistening body exploded out of the desert, shaking the earth 50 meters in every direction. Its mouth was circular and lined with rows of razor-sharp teeth, and it screamed with a sound that had no name. Alina ran and made it back to the shelter, pressing herself against the metal wall, shaking as she tried to call for help. Then the ground behind her started rising again, heading straight for the building. The creature hit it like it was made of paper. The SCP Foundation arrived 3 hours later and found the outpost destroyed and large holes in the desert ground. They found Alina's notebook open in the sand. They never found Alina. The creature has not been located since. The Gobi Desert is vast, and something beneath it is still moving. Something was standing in the forest that night. Not a bear, not a deer. Something that walked upright and stared back. James Cole was a forest ranger on a night shift when his radio picked up a report of something large near his outpost. He entered the forest alone with only his flashlight. He found the first footprint 25 minutes in. 61 centimeters long. Too large for any known animal. He swept his flashlight through the darkness ahead. That is when he saw the eyes. 2 amber points of light 3 meters above the ground. Then the shape stepped forward. Enormous dark matted hair covering a body 3 meters tall, walking upright like a human. James ran and the creature ran after him to the forest, and then both disappearing into the darkness. The Forest Service found the man in forest the following morning. 14 footprints led deeper into the woods. James Cole never returned to the forest. The creature has not been seen since. But the Pacific Northwest is vast and very deep.
Massive.
There is an abandoned mall that nobody talks about. Not because people forgot about it, but because the ones who went inside never came back to describe what they saw. 3 explorers entered on a Friday night in October. The moment they stepped inside, the air felt wrong. They found deep scratch marks on the corridor wall, 4 meters above the floor, too high for any person to have made them. Then they heard it. A sound coming from deep inside the building, not animal and not human, like an old cartoon laugh track playing from somewhere in the dark. They moved toward it. At the end of the corridor, their flashlights hit something pressed against the wall. A jet black body the height of 2 floors, enormous white circular eyes, arms too long, and a permanent wide grin of crooked yellow teeth stained dark. It did not move and it did not speak, it just watched them. Then the flashlight flickered, and when it came back, the corridor was empty. 2 of them ran and made it out. The third walked deeper into the mall alone at 2:47 in the morning, and he does not appear afraid on the footage, which is the part that stays with you. He was never found. The mall was sealed permanently that morning, but something inside it is still smiling in the dark.
16? That's impossible.